Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I am Psychic Bella Love, and you can book your own personal reading on my website, psychicbellalove.com. And if you are watching this and booking before the 12th of November 2021, you can use coupon code November to get an extra $20 off any reading on this site, excluding emergency appointments. And if it is after that date, then you can use coupon code NEW, all in caps, if you are a new client, to get extra money off. Also, you can join my Patreon. I do not accept celebrity reading requests on YouTube. However, I do on my Patreon at the appropriate tier. And we also do exclusive Patreon only lives. We are completely uncensored there. So if you've ever wondered about all the conspiracy theories and, you know, whether there's really evil running rampant in Hollywood, we discuss all of that over there. So fair warning, it does get a little intense, but we cover it all. And you can also follow me on my backup channel. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, which is the YouTube threshold to go live, we will start doing live celebrity readings on that channel, because that will be my live only channel. And you can follow me on Instagram. All that information will be linked in the description box below. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notification bell on, because I am uploading daily content throughout all of November and December. And also, in case you are wondering, it's not some edited version of anything that's on Patreon. Whatever I do on Patreon is completely exclusive to Patreon, and what I do on YouTube is exclusive to YouTube. So we're going to be looking at some more of just stuff that Kanye has said throughout the last year, and whether or not, you know, there's validity to it. Because a claim that he had made was that Kris and Kim sent a team of doctors to Wyoming to try to 5150 him, and then people were saying that they were trying to, you know, put him under a Britney Spears type conservatorship. And it has come out that Lou Taylor, who was, you know, a major player in getting Britney under her conservatorship, also has ties to the Jenners with managing some of the assets and whatnot in their businesses. So we're gonna take a look and see if that is true or not. And then I want to ask a couple other questions if we have time. I'm trying to keep videos to 20 minutes or less, because YouTube is dragging butt on uploading right now. And so hopefully we can get these all uploaded today in a timely manner. So Spirit. And I just recorded a video previously with Kanye, so I'm not going to like re-pray over the cards, because they already have his energy attached to it. We're just gonna jump right into asking some of these questions. So Spirit, please tell us, did Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian try to intervene and send doctors out to Wyoming to put Kanye under what is known as a 5150 involuntary mental health evaluation and holds? Thank you, Spirit. So if you watched the last video, which will definitely have been uploaded before this, Kris Jenner is being represented as the Queen of Pentacles in these readings. Which, even though, you know, usually Queen of Cups would denote her as a water sign, it's not, you know, a surprise that she would show up as the Queen of Pentacles, right? And also, guys, go back if you were wondering about, you know, any of the Lou Taylor Kardashian connection stuff. I did talk about that in the Britney Spears Where's All of Your Missing Money video, which I uploaded over the weekends. So go back, you guys, because I've been up. If you missed any of it, I uploaded a ton of videos over the past week. So if you probably missed some, I'm not like, you know, super YouTube-y where I link things and all of that. But I mean, obviously, if you go down my videos and just sort by newest, they'll all come up. And I have done a ton of Britney Spears videos because each one just led to more and more questions. So if you were wondering about any of the particulars surrounding all of that before the next court date, we've probably addressed all of it in those recent videos. But we also did talk about how Lou Taylor played into, you know, any connection with the Kardashians. So, okay. You know, this is really funny because, again, you know, it's, what did I just say? That one thing that's always drove Kris crazy is that Kanye is so uncontrollable and unpredictable because he doesn't, you know, he's not going to do what he's told. And if you do try to suggest something to him, he might end up doing the complete opposite. And, you know, air signs were known for that. Like, we don't like being told what to do. If you just give us the opportunity to do something on our own, we'll do it. But if you're trying to manipulate and control how it's being done and tell us, you know, and overly involve yourself, we will just get all kinds of petty and stubborn and either be like, I'm not doing that at all now, or do the complete opposite to embarrass you. And I always say this, Libras and Geminis are pretty much the exact same. It's just when God made us, he put 90% of the be embarrassed part in the Libras and only 10% in the Gemini. So the Gemini will, you know, not give a crap if they embarrass themselves too. Libra will only do just enough to embarrass you, but not themselves. So that drives Kris up the freaking wall. But also, I mean, let's be honest, we call her Baphomet Jenner for a reason. She's all about the money, all about the fame. She's a social climber. She'll do whatever it takes to get to the top. And, you know, it was not a coincidence that Kanye wanted to be with Kim all those years and she paid him dust, but suddenly, you know, oh, he's the love of her life after they were all about to get canceled for good from, you know, the Kris Humphries situation. And then on top of it, suddenly designers actually want to work with them and they're actually in vogue and doing all the things that had been, you know, so out of reach for them because they didn't have any real, like, I don't know, beyond surface to offer as far as those industries were concerned. I mean, remember, like, Vogue and all that thought that they were jokes. So Kris has never truly cared for Kanye, like, in an emotional sense, because he pissed her off very early on when she realized that she wasn't going to be able to, you know, convince him to do things and manipulate him the same way that, like, she's been able to do to Scott, for instance. And so it was turned into more of, okay, well then let's just use him up and get what we can out of him. Kris thought at some point Kanye was going to permanently cancel himself, run out of money, something was going to happen, and, you know, it'd be like, okay, well, you're done and we can move on to something else. She didn't expect that Kanye would continue to do better. So what she has tried to do going forwards is plot and plan what Spirit's saying, you know, to gain control over him and access over him. So yes, you know, was Kim being told in that moment, let's put Kanye under a conservatorship? No. It was Kanye is in dire need of help and pushing Kim as the spouse next of kin, the only person that had any legal, you know, capacity, so to speak, to be able to make those calls. But trust and believe that, you know, they would have came back with some fake ass doctor's report about how Kanye is worse than anybody imagined. And then Kris would have been, you know, calling up all the lawyers and being like, we need to put Kanye under a conservatorship. And then going and convincing Kim to do that, right? Because we have this high priestess here. And this is actually talking in the sense Spirit is saying of her being the ultimate mastermind and trying to influence Kim, who's showing up as this Queen of Cups here, as in, you know, the person who's has the emotional attachment that she can play off of when it comes to trying to, you know, get something happening here with Kanye. And it was about trying to gain control over him and his financial situation by having him locked up in some capacity. And the Justice card talking about that being the route towards, you know, getting him under a conservatorship. So what Spirit is saying that Kanye definitely understood exactly what they were trying to do. And, you know, that's why he was very fearful for what they were going to try to do, which is why he put that information out there for all of us to know. Because this Ace of Swords next to this King of Wands is letting the public know online what's going on in order to protect yourself. And so that people would understand if something happened to him, why and who, and would, you know, there'd be a free yay movement next to get him in a place that's safe. But this is the thing, you know, obviously Baphomet Jenner's ultimate plan didn't work. So then it became, okay, Kim, time to get a divorce. So this is the thing, you know, Kanye definitely, if you watched the last video, likes to do things now on purpose. That may seem very contradictory to the rest of us, but he knows exactly what he's doing, and it's literally to back at Kris because he feels like she's had such an influence on so many things in his life not going the way that he wanted them to, particularly with his, you know, marriage. And now he's worried about how she's going to affect his ability to parent if she's going to try to, you know, get Kim to fight for full custody or document everything so they can play this, see, Kanye did blah, 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 blah. So he's just gonna, you know, keep turning it around back on them and saying shit just to upset her. So let's see. The last question that I wanted to ask, because Kanye kept bringing up the publicist, and if you guys don't know, that was in reference to Tracy Romulus, who works for Kim and handles most of the PR and publicity for like her businesses and stuff. And she was in that Push Your Way to Wellness, Kim makes vegan tacos video. So let's see what Spirit has to say about that, because Kanye was saying it was the publicist that was also pushing Kim to divorce him. So I just wanted to ask about that real quick. Did this publicist named Tracy Romulus play any part in getting Kim to file for divorce from Kanye. Thank you. Oh, this is great. Hold on a second. We dropped the cards. If you guys are new here, first of all, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell and like this video. But also, Mercury retrograde hit me hard and knocked over and killed my stand and lights and everything. So I'm using an iPad stand propped up on a basket on this table, so I don't have tons of room to shuffle my cards. And obviously I can't control the angle because if I put it any lower, it falls. So we're pushing through over here. Spirit, did Tracy Romulus have anything to do with Kim's filing for divorce from Kanye? Thank you. Okay, first thing is that's coming up in this underlying energy is, you know, Tracy and the things that Kanye was saying about her and stuff, she feels like that's not fair to say about me because I'm doing my job, which is to, you know, make my client look good and protect them and make sure that their business interests are being presented in the right way. So it's like, I was just doing my job is how she feels about things. So she doesn't feel like it's fair for Kanye to, you know, make it seem like she's this evil mastermind because she feels like, well, Kanye knows how PR and publicity works, which, yeah, he does, and he doesn't like it for a reason. So, I mean, Kris Jenner definitely enlisted Tracy in, you know, helping all of this take place. But, you know, Kanye also decided that he was no longer going to try in this relationship either. And it's just, again, Spirit is saying one of his ways of trying to kind of throw some digs at people that he didn't like and that he did feel were playing parts in things. But what Kanye actually has an issue with Tracy about really truly doesn't have a lot to do with Kim actually filing the paperwork or pursuing a divorce. That he blames on Kris. But he blames pretty much like most of their relationship problems from start to finish on Kris, because he feels like looking back, he can see where Kris played such an influence on Kim and so many things that he felt like he wasn't getting or weren't being compromised in his favor in that relationship. But he feels that Tracy is the one who's, you know, been planting some of these stories. Like, you're the person who found the TikTok girl and told her to tell everybody that me and Jeffree Star were hooking up. You're the one that, you know, is leaking all these stories to TMZ or putting out these weird statements and things like that. That's what he actually truly has an issue with her about, which, is he wrong? Not entirely. I don't feel she's the only person in the Kardashian or Kar-Jenner camp that does things like that, you know, but is she, you know, the person who crafts the statements that come directly from them in their camps and stuff? Of course. So, you know, Kanye is not entirely wrong in that, but she didn't actually push Kim to leave Kanye. That was Kris Jenner. It's just that Tracy handled all of the statements and public things that came out after the fact. So I am going to go ahead and end that here, guys. If you want to book your own personal and private reading with me, join my Patreon, follow my backup channel or my Instagram. All that information will be linked down below. Comment and let me know if you think that, you know, the divorce drama between Kim and Kanye is near over with or not, because I have a feeling things will probably get pretty wild over the next couple weeks because we all know Kris Jenner is always the spin master, and she wants people to talk about anything and everything but Kylie and Travis and this travesty that's happened. So she'll be pushing all the stories about the rest of her kids, and this is the convenient one for her. But make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got content coming every day for the rest of this month and next. And I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Love you so much. Bye.